We have new freshmen. There we go, okay. New 8th graders. New 7th graders. And I want us all to welcome our new 6th graders. Everybody. All right. So, you all are officially 6th graders. You're down here in the course. So 6th grade, just so we all know, I want to remind everybody what we're doing, what's going on. So, 6th grade, good news. You no longer have to wear a sticker with your name on it, all right? You are free. You no longer have to wait for your parents to come check you out. You are grown-ups now. You are adults. If your parents ask, where have you been? You say, Mom, I'm a man now. Dad, I'm a man now. Unless your parents tell you to wait here for them to pick you up, then just wait. But hey, you guys are all young adults. We're going to treat you like young adults. I want you guys to have fun, have a good time. Let's all remember, because a couple of our older students are showing you right now, they're just being examples of what not to do. So thank you, freshmen, for being examples of what not to do right now. I appreciate you guys being examples of that. Of being on your phones right now. So they're being examples of what not to do, so we appreciate that. So we don't want to get on our phones during service. We also, when something's going on up here, we don't have side conversations. So guys, thank you for being examples of what not to do. We're not messing around talking to each other during teaching time. During competition time, though, during games and those type of things, I want you guys all in, having fun. So we do monthly team competition. So we are going to start the score fresh. Or actually, we started last week. Who won last week? Did you really? Did freshman guys win? No, sophomore guys? Who won for real? We did a really quick version of Blurt Out, which we're going to continue. Did you win? Okay, so freshman guys won. So we need to make sure, they got the points. Okay, so 6th grade, we do team competitions. This is going to... Oh, yeah. So Will, or whoever's back there, Shane, we need to bump that to 8th grade. We're going to continue these going. Oh, I'm sure you'd like that. So, no, because we're going to continue going. First thing new 6th graders need to learn is life's not fair, all right? Life's not fair. And I do whatever I want point-wise, all right? So we'll just make stuff up on this one. 6th graders, are we okay with that? All right, 6th grade girls said no, 6th grade guys said yes. So I want to give 1,000,000 points to 6th grade guys. 1,000,000 points to 6th grade guys. And that's how we do things. So now we know how things roll. I appreciate 6th grade guys. Thank you for that. All right, so make sure we move the points up. That's correct. Well, no. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, here we go. We're going to do this game we did. Let's do announcements first. Let's do announcements. Make sure we all know what's going on. Because 6th graders, we need 6th graders in on this. This Wednesday night is our first Wednesday night. We call it First Student Summer Nights, but we really just call it Summer Nights. FSSN, your leaders are going to have the schedules for you guys when you go to your small groups. But this Wednesday night, we will meet here in the core. You will come in through this commons entrance from now on Wednesday nights, okay? So come in through this upstairs entrance and come right down here. We will kick off at 6:30. We'll have a short service. During the summer nights, all the services are shorter. And then we always have an activity afterwards every Wednesday night. And this Wednesday night is one of our, I just think it's the funniest thing ever to watch. It is slip and slide soccer. And so we will get out a giant 100-foot by 25-foot tarp, put soap all over it, water, and we have soccer teams that you guys compete in, and the winner gets some extra free stuff at Custards that we'll do later on in the summertime. So what we do is, if you have not signed up for a team yet, or you want to go recruit high school, mid-school students, maybe you want to go recruit some new 6th grade friends, you need a minimum of 4 players on your team, but every team needs at least 1 middle schooler and 1 high schooler on their team. So if you have not put together a team yet, really fast, I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to do this really quick. You just need to talk to somebody, or if you already have a team, go tell them they're going to be on your team if you want to recruit some people. You can have as many people on your team as you want, but only 4 people can be playing soccer at a time. So you'll rotate, you'll kind of swap in and out however you want. So I'm going to give these, Ethan, come on up here. Ladies and gentlemen, our official summer intern, Ethan Barnett. And well, go find a pen. So hey, really fast right now, if you have not put your teammate down yet, if you don't have a team yet, you're going to stand up. I just need 1 person to represent your team and give him your team name. You're just going to run and give him your team name. 6th graders, you guys can go ahead and put your team on here since you guys are late to the game. Or if anybody wants to recruit some 6th graders, that would be awesome. You guys can go do that too. So give a couple minutes. Let's put 2 minutes on the board, some music. And come tell Ethan your team name if you're going to be on a soccer team. You can be on their team if you want. We got some free agents. And, hey, remember, if you show up Wednesday night and you want to play, we'll put you on a team. If any high schoolers want to go recruit now. Freshmen put their phone up like. You're on his team? All right. Hey, also, if you show up Wednesday night and you want to jump on a team, you can jump on a team, all right? We'll put you on a place for everybody. And if you invite friends and they're like, oh, they can just be on your team. So don't worry about that. We just need to put brackets together for this so we know what we're doing. We good? All right. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you. All right, Ethan. Yes, sir. Do what? Then you're going to have to recruit a different kid that night. So if you don't have one middle schooler, you're going to have to go find another one. Hey, and also, even if you're like, I'm not playing that, there's no way, it is hilarious to watch. So you're going to have fun no matter what Wednesday night. We'll be up top outside later on that evening, so it'll be a good time. All right, hey, real quick, we're going to do a team competition, and because I knew we were going to be a little short on time, we're going to do the same game that we did last week that we only did like 4 rounds. We sped through it last week. So
I just love how the earth spins. It makes my day.
Our sixth graders are just have no idea what just happened. Hey, I do want to let you guys know, camp registration, it was supposed to be online today. It did not get put online. Wednesday night, by Wednesday, it'll all be online with QR codes, and we'll have everything ready and sent out. So be ready for camp registration coming up August 8th through 11th. This price, $125, we're actually going to be lowering that cost. So it's going to be even a little bit cheaper than that. So it's going to be a great, great time. We will hit on that big time this Wednesday night. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our game. It's called Blurt. We did this last week. We did really quick rounds with it. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand up here in a second. You're going to find a group of 3 to 4 other people. You don't want any of those people to be on your team. You don't want anybody to be on your team. You are competing against the other people. You're trying to eliminate them. So don't get in a group with anybody from your team. Find other people. So leaders, you might have to help out with this. Make sure. So if you are a 7th grade girl, you don't want to be with anybody else that's a 7th grade girl. You want to try to eliminate people. There will be a little wheel. It's going to find a letter. You're going to have a theme, whatever that is. So if the example, I think we did this, if the example was holiday, you're going to have 3 other people, and then a little wheel's going to click. And then if the letter popped out E, you got to yell out. You got to yell out the first thing that you think of. And then you guys just have to be honest with each other. Whoever yelled it out first stays in. If you're out, you go sit down, you're eliminated. If you both are like, no way, it was a tie, paper, rock, scissors really quick, okay? And then you're going to go to the next round and find 3 other, another group of 4 people that aren't your teams. We're going to go down until no one's left, all right? So here we go. Go ahead and stand on up. Find 3 other people on your team or non-teammates. Find people that are not teammates. Hurry, make sure they're not on your team. You want to find people that aren't teammates. Find people that are not in your grade or group. If you need someone, hold your hand up. All right, split up. Go over here. Go over here. One of you guys over here. Hey, and if it's just 2, you can find 2 people. It doesn't matter. 2, 3 people. Right here. There you go. Are you guys all on the same? No. Same team? Okay. All right. That's fine. Group of 2. Whatever you got to do. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully everybody has somebody. Will, Shane, let's go ahead and what's our theme? A girl's name. A girl's name. Hey, Will or Shane, remember you'll have to pause it when it gets to the letter. Okay. All right. We're going to roll the wheel as soon as it lands on a letter. It's up to you guys. Go for it. All right, you got to agree on a winner or paper, rock, scissors. Agree on a winner or paper, rock, scissors. If you're out, go sit down. If you're out, go sit down. All right, find new partners. Find new partners. Go, 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 go. Find new people. Right here, Mackenzie. There you go. All right, we got a couple groups over here. All right, they can go against each other. All right, are we ready? We're ready? All right, go for it, Shane. What do we got? A celebrity. You got to say a full name. You can't just yell out. What'd she say? She said Hailey Bieber. You just said a girl's name. You did. Justin Bieber's wife? Hailey Baldwin? Yeah, definitely. If I know who it is, it's definitely a celebrity. Alec Baldwin's daughter married Justin Bieber. Yeah. You win. You're out. All right, if you're still in, come up front. If you're still in, come up front. I want two different groups. Two different groups. Here's a group right here. Good. Two groups. All right. You got your group? You guys got your group? All right, here we go. We got 6th grade, 8th grade, 7th grade, sophomore, 8th grade, sophomore, freshman. All right, hey, we got lots of reps up here. Okay, your theme is an athlete. Are you ready? If it lands on the letter A, you can yell out Austin Graham. That'll count, all right? That'll count. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Let's go for it.
Shane Barnett. I said Shane Barnett.
What'd you say? Did you guys go? Shane Barnett is not accepted. That is not accepted. Hold on. Let me restart. I threw everybody off here, and this team didn't even yell. You're your own group. Scoot over here. You guys just all stood there and stared. It's let me refresh. Use the same theme, but pick a different letter spin. It's got to be a paid professional. Let's go, professional athlete. All right, professional athlete. All right, here we go. Roll again. All right, you judge this one. I'll judge this one. Whit Merrifield. Is that a person? Baseball? All right. They all just sat there? So you just yelled the same thing? All right, all of you are out. 6th grade guys win. If you just repeated what the 6th grade guys said, and then I yelled over the microphone, I can't count that. All right, let's give 5 million points to 6th grade guys. 5 million points. Which, Shane, if you'll put those points back up, this is why you should never say that's not fair. Because look what just happened. Who's in the lead? 6th grade guys. 6th grade guys. So let this be a life lesson, kids. Always take what life throws at you because you could still become a winner from it. All right, way to go. Yeah. What if it's a what? A rock? Hey, man, you pick it up, carve it out, make it a wheel, whatever you got to do, all right? You can do something. See that? Life lessons. Or dodge it. Don't get hit by that rock. All right. Yeah. See that? Jesus is the rock. Lots of different lessons you can learn from that, all right? Way to go. Good job, Justin. Good job. All right. Ethan, from now on, you're doing Sunday morning games, all right? Because then it just puts me up here the entire time, and I am done doing that. Hey, we are on a new series. Let's go ahead and play our little intro video, and we're going to jump into our teaching. Party. All right. Hey, have been going over 6th grade. We've already started this series a few weeks ago, and we're just hitting this idea. It's called Start the Party is the name of this series, and we're kind of doing it rolling through the summertime. And I'll just get you guys caught up real quick. What we're talking about here is this idea of a party can be anything from, a few hundred people all together and lights and, dancing and whatever. And for some people, they're like, that's a party to me. A party is like just all out going crazy. And then for some people are like, no, a party for me is two friends at a house and we're just hanging out. That's as big as a party I want. So it just depends on extrovert, introvert, where you're at with anything. But the idea is a party is just anywhere where you're just enjoying life, whether it's with a bunch of people or it's just with your dog. It doesn't matter. Maybe your dog's your best friend. You're like, I don't even want a friend to spend the night. I just want my dog on my lap and watching a movie together, all right? I say a dog because cats do not count because they don't love you. That's just a fact of life. That's not a party. That's not a party. I just got to get my monthly dig on a cat every now and then. I just got to put that in there. All right, cat people, don't be offended. It's just facts. Here we go. So, I want you to think about something. We've talked about the idea of what a party is. We talked about getting ready for a party. We talked about last week about including other people. So one of the things about a party, like if you're with a bunch of people, is just making sure other people are included. And so we kind of hit on a few different things, and we're kind of using this party part as a theme. It's just a lot about friendship, about life, and about relationship is kind of how we're using this. I want you to think about any time in your life where you just had a bad day. Maybe something really, really bad took place, like a really big change in your life, and it was really hard. Or maybe it was just like, you woke up late and you rushed to school and you got like an argument with your parents or something on the way, and then you forgot a homework assignment. We've all had just those really, really bad days, okay? Has anybody not had a really bad day ever in your life? Chloe Love, you're just living a fairy tale? You've never, you're like, no, I have. All right, so we've all had bad days. We can agree on that. I want you to think, was there ever a time when you were having a really bad day and just you had a friend that helped make that day better? Does anybody have that? Like you had a friend that was like, that friend just made my day better. All right, now if you had that, I want you to tell me, like, what did that friend do to make your day better? Maybe it was like something big and they're like, oh, they went and got me this or this. Or maybe it was like they just played video games with me. What was something that they did that made your day just feel better? Anybody? We had a bunch of people, yeah. He helped you hit your PR, all right? And finally benched 400. He definitely, yeah. 650, you went big time, and he was right there for you. All right, you guys are just working out, and he was like there with you, encouraging and building. All right, that is something, yeah. They just made you laugh. Was it me? Was I the friend? I was your friend. It was today, and you're doing it right now. Thank you, Lily. I'm glad I could be there for you. Behind the pit, yeah. You went fishing. All right. Any girls, you hear guys are just like, they were just there with me doing stuff. Yes. Yeah. All right. All right, so she was having a bad day. They were up early. She turned on music, started dancing. She fell, and it made you laugh. Oh, were you there for her after she fell? After you got done laughing at her? All right. So here's the thing, and we're going to kind of look at this and kind of take it a little bit further. And so some of those things can be good days. Some of them can be really, really bad. Yes, Allie, you look really excited about this. Sorry. Your mom made you cookies? Oh, your mom's your friend. That's adorable. Good job, Allie. Good job. I'll make sure we tell her that, all right? She'll be very happy to hear that. Your mom made you cookies. Lovely. All right. We've all had those moments. And maybe for some of it, like that day was really bad. Maybe it was some really bad news that you got or something really took place that was just crushing. Maybe it was just a friend, like mine was, I had something happen in high school. And I was just bummed, and I wanted to quit on something. And my friend, it wasn't even so much loving. It was just like, you're not a quitter. Like, shut up. And I was like, you're right. And he's like, stop being a baby about it. Like, you can't quit. And I was like, that's what I needed. And so I got right back on it. And I was upset with something on the wrestling team, and I was mad, and I was about to quit. And he was just like, well, that's dumb. I was like, you're right, that is dumb. And so that was the type of friend that I needed in that moment, though. And we've all had somebody. But I'll share that. It's a really quick story, but it was actually a really tough thing, and it was a pretty difficult thing. But I had a friend that was there. And I want us to think about this for a second, just this idea of being there. For some of those things, it can be a little hard, you know? And I don't know for girls, maybe it's a little bit different for girls than it is for guys, but when you have those difficult things, when you have something that's going on in life, it can be one of those things where maybe you're not exactly sure what to say. Maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable, and you're like, I don't know what to do in this moment. Like, I know, and maybe it's just me, but I know if I'm hanging out with a guy and something was going on, especially like mid-school, high school, and like they start crying or something, you're like, oh, I don't, and you know, maybe you're not really sure. For girls, it might start natural because you're like, well, no, you just cry with them. And maybe that's just a normal thing because I've heard girls tell me, like, sometimes you just need to cry. Sometimes I'm like, okay, whatever works. But I know in those moments, like, you're just there and you're like, okay, maybe it can be uncomfortable. Maybe someone shared something with you and you had no idea that was going on in their life. And you're like, whoa, I don't know what to say to this, you know? And it caught off guard, or maybe something happened, you know, mid-school, and they got in trouble for something, or something big happened, and you're like, you know, we don't always know the right things to do, the right things to say, you know, and even as adult, if I, like, at funerals or something, and you're like, I've learned just to be like, I don't have the words. I don't have words to share with you. Nothing I say right now is going to make you feel better, but we're here. And I think that's one of the biggest things, and even like what you guys are sharing, was like, no one came alongside with your bad day and like sat you down and was like, okay, here's what we're gonna do, and this, and this, and did all these things. All of you are like, they're just there for me. They sung and danced with me. They made me cookies. They just went and worked out with me. We just went fishing. You know, whatever it was for you, they just made me laugh. They were just there with you. They were there for you. And I think that is, when we're looking at this lesson, look at this idea of a party. And one of the best things about party is just making sure everybody is a part and everybody's enjoying. And if someone looks like they're not, coming alongside of them. You know, if you've ever been to a party with a friend, you're like, all right, I'm going to introduce this friend to other people because I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to feel a part of something. Maybe something bad happened. You're like, okay, hey, we're going to change this party, and we're like, I'm going to make them laugh. We're going to have a good time. And in life, it can kind of be the same way, where there can be junk that takes place. And sometimes you need a friend that can just come alongside you. Sometimes you just need someone that can be there for you. And when you look at Scripture and you look at what God did from the very beginning, from Old Testament throughout New Testament, God has always said, hey, I am there. I am there with you. I am there for you. Today's verse we're going to read is in Matthew, and it's in the New Testament. But even, I'm reading through the book of Genesis right now. And there are parts where they made, and I won't go through the whole story, but there's a part where they made this little monument, and they were like, they gave it a name. And the name meant God is with us, or God sees us. And from the very beginning, from Genesis all the way through it, it's always showing that God has said, hey, I will be there with you. When you look at what Jesus did and why God sent Christ to say, man, people are getting this all wrong, and I want them to have forgiveness. I want them to have this relationship. And so why Jesus came, and you even look at the Christmas story in Matthew chapter 1, where it says, look, this Mary, this virgin, will conceive a child, and she will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel. And Emmanuel means God is with us. Like, even one of the names of Jesus meant God is with us. Because God understood that we need people. We need Him with us. He wants us to always understand that God is always there. And sometimes that's that reminder that we need. To know that you are never alone. That you know that there's always God. That He was always there. And for many of you, maybe you've gone through something in your life, and maybe a friend didn't know about it, maybe it was somebody else, or maybe somebody just said, hey, let's pray over this. Let's pray together about that. And just knowing God is there. God is there with me during this struggle, during this time in my life. And when you have felt God's presence in your life, what that does, we always talk about this, is an overflow. The more time I spend in Scripture and in praying and seeing God work in my life, the more overflow it is to other people's lives. The less time I spend when I'm not spending time with God and I'm focused on myself and when I'm selfish, I see that flow into other people's life. I see that I'm more snippy with my family, or I'm more short, or I'm not being the right type of friend or father or husband I'm supposed to be if I'm not spending time with God. But when we are spending time with God and we understand, man, God has been there with me, what that then does is it means that I want to be there for other people because I know God is with us. And so I love how this relationship that we spend with Christ, when we know God is with us, allows us to be there for other people. And so today when you guys go to your small groups here in a few moments, and you guys can kind of talk about moments where how has God been there for you? How has just knowing that you can pray to God been a source of relief or strength for you? Maybe it was just during times of a struggle. Maybe it's times of anxiety or panic or just confusion. Maybe you've never done that, and you just need to hear from somebody else how that's how that's been a part of their life. But then also, I want you guys to be able to share, how has that been something good for you that you've been able to be a friend to somebody else? How has God used you in the life of someone where you could be there for somebody else? And so all of this stuff just, it flows over into other people's lives. So how can you be there for someone when you're like, it's uncomfortable? Look, it's cool, guys. Some of this stuff we're talking about right now might be like, man, I don't know what I would ever do. I don't think I would ever just come alongside a guy in my grade and be like, hey, I'm there for you. All right, that's not what we're saying. But maybe if you know somebody's struggling or going through, or you see that kid that's just kind of walking down the street by himself, it's like, hey, come shoot some basketball. Come play hoops. Hey, come hang out with us. That's being there for somebody. It doesn't always have to be huge things or like a sit-down counseling session with anybody, being uncomfortable or weird about it. Sometimes it's just baking cookies. Sometimes it's just fishing. Whatever it is, just knowing, hey, I'm here. I know things are going bad. I'm here. Maybe it is going through bigger stuff. Maybe it is like, hey, I know this is going on in your house, man. How can I pray for you? Hey, that breakup, he didn't deserve you. Whatever it is, and just come hang out with us. Let's get over it. Guys, maybe she didn't deserve you. Let's be equal here, all right? Maybe let's be honest, all right? Can I get an amen? All right. Now, so whatever it is, I want you just to think, because one of the things, and we've shared this before, is I love about student ministry, I love about this group is we've seen people just being there for each other. And this should be one of the best places where you're no, man, my people at church, they're going to be there for me. If I'm struggling in my faith, if I don't know what I believe, they're going to be there for me. If there's things going on at home or relationships, they're going to be there for me because I know God's there for them. If I'm messed up and maybe there's some sin and junk in my life, I know I have people that are there for me, and I know God is there for me. And I also want you to have that same mentality of, and I want to be there for other people, though. I just want to be there and not avoid these things, but show care and show the type of love that God shows us. Just be willing to show up and be there and be that type of person in other people's lives. So that's kind of my encouragement. I want you guys to be able to talk about this and give you guys some time in your small group. So I am going to, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're just going to break down by groups because some of you have little different groups or a few different leaders, or you're meeting in new places today. So I don't have that sheet in front of me. Leaders, hopefully you all remember what I told you here today. So I'm going to have my sixth grade guys. You guys are going to be going with Ethan and Colin and Jerry. Where's Ethan and Colin? So you guys go and stand on up and take a chair with you. Don't drag them across the gym floor, but they will take you guys to where you are going. 7th and 8th grade guys, you guys are going to hang back for a second because your leaders, Flip is going to be with you guys, and Brett, but neither of them are here today. So I'm going to be hanging with you guys today. We'll dismiss here in a second. Let me pull this up on my phone. Oh, yeah. Okay, and ninth grade guys, Jay and Drake are going to be with. You guys are now going to be in this locker room, so don't take chairs with you. You're going to be in the way locker room right over here on the guys' side, the guys' locker room. So go on right in there. Go ahead and go on in there. 10th grade guys, Dustin and Deshaun, you guys are in the home side of the locker room. So whichever one, I think that's the one closer to the okay. Winner's side, wherever. Take them with you. Juniors and seniors, for today, you guys are going to all be together in the senior guy room over there. So head on in there. All of our upcoming juniors and senior guys. 6th grade girls. Neither of your leaders are here today, but Stephanie's going to be taking you guys.